Hello everyone. Welcome back to True Storyteller. I am here to help you today. I know you use this video to fall asleep, so before that, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, where are you from and what time are you watching? Now, get comfortable and relax. Hidden amidst the sprawling metropolis of New Haven stood a building whose grandeur whispered of bygone days. The Grand Argentum Hotel, with its marble floors and golden chandeliers, was a symbol of luxury, but for all its splendor, it harbored a dark secret. Room 513. The staff avoided mentioning it. The guests who accidentally stayed in it didn't linger long enough to recount their stories. Whispers of ghosts, curses, and tragic deaths surrounded the room, cloaking it in infamy. Yet the truth was far more sinister than mere ghost stories, far more chilling than anyone dared to imagine. Emma Lane, a journalist renowned for her daring investigations, was drawn to the macabre. Her recent article exposing the corruption of a local tycoon had cemented her reputation as a fearless reporter. So when she stumbled upon an online thread about Room 513, her curiosity ignited. A haunted room in a luxury hotel sounds like clickbait, she thought, scrolling through the accounts. Yet the stories were oddly consistent. Cold drafts, whispers in the night, visions of a woman in distress. Some claimed objects moved on their own, while others spoke of unrelenting nightmares. Skeptical but intrigued, Emma decided to investigate. She reached out to the hotel, booking a night in the infamous room under the guise of writing a travel piece. When Emma arrived at the Grand Argentum, the air seemed heavy with tension. The concierge, a tall man with a stiff demeanor, visibly hesitated when she requested room 5113. "Miss Lane," he began cautiously, "are you sure you want that room? We could upgrade you to a suite at no extra cost." Emma smiled. "I appreciate the offer, but I insist. I've heard interesting things about it." The man's professional mask slipped for a moment, revealing unease. "Very well, I'll arrange it, but if you experience anything unusual, please inform us immediately." As Emma collected her key, an elderly bellboy named Henry approached her. "Miss," he whispered, his voice quivering, "if something doesn't feel right, leave. That room." He trailed off, his wrinkled face pale. Emma's curiosity deepened. What could make an entire hotel staff so fearful? Room 513 looked ordinary at first glance. A plush bed with crisp white sheets, a mahogany desk, and large windows overlooking the city. Yet, as Emma stepped inside, a cold draft greeted her, despite the room being sealed. Shrugging off the chill, she unpacked her equipment, a camera, audio recorder, and notebook. She intended to document every moment. "This is Emma Lane," she began, speaking into the recorder. "I'm in room 513 of the Grand Argentum Hotel. Tonight, we'll uncover whether the rumors of hauntings are fact or fiction." Hours passed uneventfully, and Emma began to doubt the room's reputation. But as the clock struck midnight, the atmosphere shifted. The air grew icy, and the room's lights flickered. A faint whisper floated through the air, barely audible, but unmistakable. "Help us." Emma froze. Who she called out, her voice steady despite the fear creeping up her spine. The whispering intensified, overlapping into a chorus of anguished voices. Shadows danced across the walls, forming grotesque shapes that seemed to leer at her. Emma grabbed her camera, recording the phenomena. "Help us!" The whispers carried a desperate tone, tugging at Emma's resolve. Summoning her courage, she responded. "What do you want?" The voices fell silent. For a moment, the room was still, but Emma could feel she was not alone. Determined to find answers, Emma scoured the room. She discovered a loose floorboard near the bed, revealing a hidden compartment. Inside was a stack of letters, their paper yellowed with age. The letters were addressed to someone named Eleanor and dated 1923. They spoke of a forbidden love affair and a man who had become increasingly possessive and violent. One letter read, "Dearest Eleanor, you must leave before he finds you. Room 513 will be our meeting place. Burn this letter after reading. Yours always, R." Suddenly the lights flickered again and the room grew colder. Emma felt a presence behind her. Turning, she gasped. A translucent figure of a woman in a 1920s dress stood near the window, her eyes filled with sorrow. The apparition whispered, find me. Determined to piece together Eleanor's story, Emma stayed awake, poring over the letters. The whispers returned, guiding her attention to the wardrobe. Inside, she found a small diary belonging to Eleanor. The final entry read, "He's coming for me. I don't know if I'll survive the night. If anyone finds this, please tell my family I loved them." As Emma read, a vision engulfed her. She saw Eleanor arguing with a man whose face was obscured by shadows. His voice boomed with rage as he cornered her in the room. Then came a scream, followed by silence. Emma awoke on the floor, the vision fading. By 3:13 a.m., the room was alive with activity. Furniture shook and the walls seemed to pulse with malevolence. Emma, clutching Eleanor's diary, shouted, "I know your story. Show me what happened." The room fell eerily silent. Then, the floor beneath Emma shifted, revealing a trapdoor. Inside was a set of bones wrapped in a decayed dress, the remains of Eleanor. A dark shadow loomed behind Emma, the air thick with hatred. It whispered, "Leave or suffer her fate." Emma refused to back down. She pulled out a crucifix she always carried, holding it high. "You can't hurt me. Your time here is over." A blinding light filled the room as Eleanor's spirit appeared. Her presence countered the darkness, and the shadow retreated, shrieking in agony. "Thank you," Eleanor whispered, her voice filled with peace. "You freed me." As dawn broke, the room returned to its ordinary state. Emma contacted the authorities, who confirmed the remains belonged to Eleanor, a missing woman from 1923. The hotel's dark secret was finally exposed. Room 513 was transformed into a memorial for Eleanor, a reminder of her tragic story and the courage it took to uncover the truth. Emma's article, "The Haunted Room of Eleanor," became a global sensation, drawing attention to unsolved cases and haunted places. For Emma, the experience was more than a story. It was a testament to the power of courage, resilience, and the belief that even the darkest secrets could be brought to light.